Hello, it's Nemesis Nick here. I'm a keen fan of the Eurovision Song Contest. It's time to talk Eurovision. The Semi-Final Allocation Draw for the Eurovision Song Contest 2025 took place in Basel, Switzerland 2 days ago, Tuesday 28th of January 2025. I watched the draw on YouTube. This time someone wore a special coat bearing from Malmö to Basel. That marks a change to adding a key to a ring in previous years. At least they had a handshake to officially mark the moment the Eurovision Song Contest passed from Malmö to Basel. As far as I know, this year's semi-finals will be based solely on televoting, just like the last 2 years. Juries will still vote in the semi-finals, but their scores will only be used if a country cannot provide a valid public vote result for whatever reason. There will also be an additional rest of the world vote in each semi-final, which counts as one extra set of 1 to 8, 10, 12 points. Effectively, one extra pseudo-country. There were just 5 pots, just like last year. On several occasions in the past, there were 6 pots. No explanation has been given as to why there were only 5 pots this year. But presumably, 6 pots would have been too many with just 31 countries to be split into 2 semi-finals. This is how the 31 countries were split into the 2 semi-finals. Firstly, the first semi-final, which will take place on Tuesday the 13th of May. Okay, first semi-final, first half of show. So in the first half of the first semi-final, we got Estonia, Iceland, Poland, Portugal, Slovenia, Sweden and Ukraine. By the way, that's not the order they were drawn in, and that's certainly not the order they will perform in. That's the countries that were drawn into the first half of the first semi-final, rearranged into alphabetical order of country name. Then second half of the first semi-final, Albania, Azerbaijan, Belgium, Croatia, Cyprus, Netherlands, Norway, San Marino. In addition, the automatic qualifiers voting during the first semi-final, we got Italy, Spain and this year's host country, Switzerland. 3 of the 5 Nordic countries, Iceland, Norway and Sweden, have been drawn to participate in the first semi-final, so they'll be able to give each other 10 and 12 points. That said, Nordic countries don't necessarily give each other their highest scores. Estonia is the only Baltic country in this semi-final, so it won't be able to receive points from Latvia or Lithuania, which are in the other semi-final. Estonia won't even be able to receive points from Finland, because Finland is also in the other semi-final. 2 of the 3 Benelux countries, Belgium and the Netherlands, perform in the second half of this semi-final, so they could give each other 12 points. That said, these 2 countries don't necessarily vote for each other when they have the chance to. 2 former Yugoslav countries, Croatia and Slovenia, have been drawn into this semi-final, so they'll be able to give 12 points to each other. That said, ex-Yugoslav countries don't necessarily give their highest points to each other. Albania, although not a former Yugoslav country, is next door to the former Yugoslav area, so they may well vote for Croatia and or Slovenia. Italy, as an automatic qualifier, also votes in this semi-final, so they may well vote for Croatia. We've only got, don't forget, there's only the Adriatic Sea separating Italy and Croatia. San Marino is in this semi-final, so they too may get points from Italy. But that said, Italy doesn't necessarily vote for San Marino when it has the chance to. Poland and Ukraine are both in the first half of this semi-final, and they have been known to favour each other, but not always. So they may give each other some points. Portugal is drawn to perform in the first half of this semi-final, and Spain, as an automatic qualifier, has been drawn to vote in this semi-final. So they may, so Spain may give some points to Portugal. That said, Spain doesn't necessarily vote for Portugal when it has the chance to. France, which has also favoured Portugal in the past, is in the other semi-final, so Portugal won't be able to receive any points from France at this stage. Moving on now to the second semi-final, which will take place on Thursday the 15th of May. Okay, second semi-final. First half of the second semi-final. Yeah, second semi-final, Thursday 15th of May. In the first half of the second semi-final, we've got Armenia, Australia, Austria, Greece, Ireland, Latvia, Lithuania and Montenegro. And then in the second half of the second semi-final, we've got Czechia, Denmark, Finland, Georgia, Israel, Luxembourg, Malta and Serbia. And the automatic qualifiers, all which are big five, drawn to vote only in this semi-final and not compete. We've got France, Germany and United Kingdom. Okay, analysing it further, two of the five Nordic countries, Denmark and Finland, two of the five Nordic countries, Denmark and Finland, perform in the second half of this show, so they may give 12 points to each other, but as I've already said, Nordic countries don't necessarily give each other top marks. Two of the three Baltic countries, Latvia and Lithuania, perform in the first half of this semi-final, so they'll be able to give each other 12 points. That said, Baltic countries don't necessarily give each other high points. As already stated, Finland is also in this semi-final, and they may give points to Latvia and or Lithuania. Luxembourg is the only Benelux country that has been drawn into this semi-final. The upshot of this is that the other two Benelux countries, Belgium and the Netherlands, won't be able to give any points to Luxembourg in this semi-final. Two former Yugoslav countries, Montenegro and Serbia, are in this semi-final, so they are likely to give each other 12 points, especially as they were born out of a former Serbia and Montenegro, which only took part twice, 2004 and 2005. Still, nothing is guaranteed in the Eurovision Song Contest. Anything can happen on the night. Two Central European countries, Austria and Czechia, compete in this semi-final, so they may give each other points. Germany, as an automatic qualifier, also votes in this semi-final, and they may give points to Austria and or Czechia. However, from my analysis of recent years, it's difficult to spot trends among the Central European countries, unlike the Nordic, Baltic and ex-Yugoslav countries. 3 English-speaking countries, Australia, Ireland and Malta, have been drawn to compete in this semi-final, so they may vote for each other. The United Kingdom, as an automatic qualifier, also votes in this semi-final, so the United Kingdom may well give points to Australia, Ireland and or Malta. In particular, the United Kingdom may well give 12 points to its nearest neighbour, Ireland. But there's no guarantee of that. It's worth pointing out that Ireland and the United Kingdom have been known to favour Latvia and or Lithuania in the past. Okay, well, I've said enough about countries that are together. Now let's move on to a few countries that, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your opinion, have been put into separate semi-finals. Cyprus is in the first semi-final, whereas Greece is in the second semi-final, so they won't be able to give each other any points during the semi-finals. Just like the last 2 years, Azerbaijan and Armenia are in separate semi-finals. I've looked at their detailed voting results for the Eurovision Song Contest 2017 Grand Final. Having enough said, there you have it. That's how the 31 semi-finalist countries have been split into the 2 semi-finals, and which half of each semi-final. The exact running order of each half of each semi-final will be determined at a later date, presumably once all countries have chosen their songs. Do you like the way in which the 31 semi-finalist countries have been split between the 2 semi-finals? Okay. Do you think the way in which the 31 semi-finalist countries have been split between the 2 semi-finals is fair? If you could change which countries have been allocated, what swaps would you make and why? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you liked this video, remember to hit the like button, and if you're liking all my Eurovision videos, remember to subscribe to my channel. In the meantime, no coffee, no worky. Goodbye, daboch, au revoir, auf Wiedersehen, adios, arrivederci, do widzenia, do pobacenia.